Hello, I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you for your time. I'm reaching out to you today with a friendly reminder that I'm offering my Form 1023 application completion services for $750, which is half price, until December 31st, 2023. I've been sharing information about this final half price sale since November the 1st, because this is the last time that I would ever offer this sale on my services. I would like to tell you what the services entail, just in case you may be wondering. The Form 1023 Application for Recognition of Exemption is the official form or the official application the IRS requires people to complete to apply for 501c3 nonprofit status. I say that again. The Form 1023 Application for Recognition of Exemption, 6 words in a name. The Form 1023 Application for Recognition of Exemption is the application the IRS requires people to complete to apply for 501c3 nonprofit status. 501c3 nonprofit status allows nonprofit organizations to apply for grant funding, to seek donations or investments tax deductible from individuals or philanthropists or anybody else who would like to donate or invest in an organization. It also allows you to host fundraising events and use the net proceeds for your community services. That's the benefit for the nonprofit organization, or those are the benefits for the nonprofit organizations. The benefits for the investors or the donors is that you get to write off the amount of money that you donate or invest in a nonprofit organization, according to IRS guidelines. In most cases, the IRS allows individuals to donate or invest half of their salaries in nonprofit organizations and use that as a tax write-off. For example, if you made $100,000 per year, in some instances, the IRS allows you to donate or invest $50,000, thereby reducing your tax liability in half. That's the benefit for individuals. Organizations, major organizations, corporations, they set aside grant money in millions of dollars of grant money for nonprofit organizations to provide community services that they don't provide through their organizations or through their corporations. So that's a little bit of background information about the benefits of having a 501c3 nonprofit organization to provide community services. Since 2010, I have been completing the Form 1023 Application for Recognition of Exemption. Some people call it the Form 1023. Some people call it the Form 1023 Application. But the official name is the Form 1023 Application for Recognition of Exemption. I've been completing that application for clients across the United States since 2010. To date, I have completed 387 applications, and I know it will be more when I add up the ones that I completed for this year at the end of the year. My approval rating for my clients who submitted the application package that I created for them is 100%. And the reason I believe that it's 100% is because I care. I care about each and every applicant. I care about the work that they are doing or that they want to do through a 501c3. I've never accepted a client without talking to them without having a consultation with them, mandatory consultation with them, to listen to them explain to me what they would like to offer through a 501c3. And if their desire or if their vision meets one of the 8 purposes the IRS designates for a 501c3, then we can proceed to work together. If their vision does not meet one of the 8, I would tell them during the consultation, because I'm not going to take their money when I know the IRS will decline their application. Now, once a person hires me to complete their 501c3, to complete their Form 1023 application to apply for 501c3 nonprofit status, then I provide them with a contract. The contract will specifically explain everything that I will do for them to help them earn 501c3 nonprofit status. I only use the long standard version of the Form 1023. I do not use the Form 1023 EZ. The Form 1023 EZ is a streamlined application that you can complete to earn 501c3 status. The fee is $275 to process, and it's only a few pages. The pages require that you attest or promise that you've done the work that is required for the long version, that you've created the documents that's required for the long version. But the IRS does not require that you provide evidence of that. In addition, the 1023 EZ prohibits the organization from generating more than $50,000 gross for 3 years, for the first year and 2 subsequent years. So you are boxed in to generating a maximum of $50,000 for the first 3 years. I don't use that application because I don't want my clients to be boxed in. I want them to be able to generate as much money as they need to generate to offer their services. It requires more work, yes, because it requires, in addition to filing the articles of incorporation with the Secretary of State's office, and of course, acquiring the employer identification number, there are 5 additional documents that I create for my clients from scratch. The bylaws, the Your Activities documents, the financial data report, the fundraising activities document, and the conflict of interest policy. I complete each of those documents from scratch, using the information the client shared with me during our phone consultation and from a survey that I request that they complete for me. I send those documents to my clients for their feedback, for their review, for their approval. They have to approve the documents that I send to them. I will create 3 drafts of each document if necessary, at no additional charge. Once the clients are happy with all of the documents, then I will compile those documents into one and attach them to the Form 1023, which is 16 mandatory pages itself. Depending upon the type of nonprofit or organization or the client wants to start, I may have to create the schedules that go along with those organizations. And those are additional documents in the Form 1023. Again, I've been doing this work since 2010. I enjoy being able to know that I help people across the United States provide community services to enhance their communities. I take great pride in that. I enjoy doing that. Just yesterday, I received 2 emails from clients that I've helped earn 501c3 status. They were elated to tell me that they received their determination letters in the mail. A determination letter is a letter the IRS sends to let you know that you've earned 501c3 nonprofit status. One client reached out to me from Denver, Colorado, to let me know that their foundation was approved for 501c3 status. Their vision is to refurbish a building downtown Denver, Colorado, and to use it as a host for arts and music festivals. I was proud to be a part of that. Even though I've never seen this client, I don't know what this client looks like, and I'm probably never visit Denver, Colorado, I'm proud to know that I had a hand in providing that major community boost. The second client that sent me an email on yesterday was a couple who unfortunately lost their son. They created a foundation to honor him. And through their foundation, they would provide tuition assistance to college students, as well as money for things that college students need to survive, if you will, such as gas money for their cars, or money to maintain their cars, or money to buy toiletries, things like that that you forget college students need. They're planning to provide those types of services through their foundation to help their son. I've never met this couple, but they're from North Carolina, and I'm proud to be a part of their vision and giving back in the community. So like I said, I have over 300 stories like that I can tell, that I've helped people that I would never see or never meet and never visit their communities. But I'm proud to know that I played a part in helping them. And that's why I enjoy this work so much. My normal fee is $1,500 to do all of the work that I've described. But for the last time ever, I'm offering my services for $750, half price, until December the 31st, 2023. 11 more days. Now, if $750 is not in your budget during this holiday season, I completely understand. That's why I'm offering you the option to deposit $75 to lock in the half price sale. And then you can establish a payment plan, a monthly payment plan that you establish. You tell me how much you want to pay in your monthly payment plan and what date you would like to pay it. Then I will send you a PayPal invoice, an invoice, not an automatic deduction, but an invoice on the day that you asked me to send it to you with the amount you requested. And then you simply pay that invoice. If you can't afford to pay that invoice that month, skip that month, because I will get started on your application when the full balance is paid in full. I really want you to take advantage of this opportunity because, again, I can't say it enough. I'm not offering again. I'm not offering this half price sale ever again. The reason being, it's not fair to me, quite frankly. It's not fair, because I do so much work. My work requires research. I don't just throw application packets together, cookie cutter. It requires research. If you tell me I want to help homeless veterans in Kentucky, I'm going to do research about the homeless veteran population in the town in Kentucky in which you want to offer those services. That's the way that I work. I create a case for my clients. I present a problem to the IRS, and then I explain how this nonprofit organization will solve it. That takes work. That takes work. That takes studying. That takes analysis. And some people say it don't take all that. And they're right. Some people can throw together application packets and get approval. I realize that. But my goal is not to throw something together just to get approval. I want my clients to have something to work with after they get approval. They can turn around and use my application packet that I put together for them as their guide, as their manual for success after they get approval. So many times people reach out to me and say, I have my 501c3, but I don't know what to do. I said, how can you not know what to do? What do you mean? Well, I have my status, but I don't know how to get started. I said, well, you use your implementation plan that's in your activities document. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? I said, go back to your activities document, and there should be an implementation plan in there that tells you how to get started. And they are just like a deer in the headlights. What? They have no clue as to what I'm talking about because nobody did your activities document for them. And if they did, they didn't put in an implementation plan. And so then I asked them, did you use the easy? I didn't do anything. I hired somebody to do it for me. I don't know what they used. Okay. Therein lies the problem. You were not engaged. You didn't participate in your own application. So now, of course, you don't know. You may have your 501c3 status, but now you don't know what to do. You don't have any documentation to tell you what direction to take to be successful. You see, that's what makes me different. My clients, I have not had one client to come back to me since 2010 and say, Susan, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get started. Why? Because they have the manual in front of them. They have their application in front of them. They participated in the application process. Again, they read every document that went into their application. They had to approve it. I require an email that says approve on every document that I send to them for my own liability's sake. But they know exactly what they're doing because they were a part of it. They participated in the development of their application. It boggles my mind when people say, I just gave them the money to do the work for me. I don't know what they did. It's confusing to me. So this is the last opportunity that you will have to get my services for $750 because again, it's not fair to me. The time, the effort that goes into this work, it's worth way more than $1,500, to be frank. But I can settle for that and knowing that I'm helping people on the grassroots level. And that's my focus. That's what I try to do. That's my target primarily. Now, I do help people who are not grassroots, but I help people on the grassroots level to do good work that do not have the name recognition. They don't have that popular name recognition to just get money, even if they're not doing the work. I know major organizations, just because of their names, they get money just because of the name. They have a popular name. But if you look to see what they're doing, you will be shocked to know they're not doing very much. So I'm here to help people who are doing the work, oftentimes out of their own pockets. They're spending their own money to do the work. That's just how passionate they are. Those are the people who I want to help the most. In March, the IRS made some major changes to the Form 1023 application requirements. It's a document I believe is 63 pages, if I remember correctly. 63 pages of updates that I have to understand, that I have to read and comprehend and implement. That takes time. And then in September, the IRS implemented a two-step authentication process in order for me to even access my clients' application packets, in order for me to access their Form 1023 application, rather. There's a two-step authentication. So that means that I have to schedule appointments with my clients just to get access to their applications, to finish their work. That's more time that I'm not paid for. So please don't miss this opportunity. If you know someone that's been talking about starting a nonprofit forever and they just didn't know where to start, tell them to start with me. Ask them to start with Susan Woods. Now, when you refer people to me and they hire me, I offer an incentive for that. I offer a gratitude gift for that, which is 10% of the contract. Therefore, if someone hires me based on your recommendation, I will send you $75 because you don't have to recommend me. I don't take recommendations lightly or for granted. I have so much competition from other consultants, competitions from lawyers, competition from accountants, competition from LegalZoom and other major corporations. So when someone says, call Susan Woods, out of all of that, I don't take that for granted. I want to reward you for that, and I do. Finally, please pardon the tag. I'm not a fan of tags. I'm not wild about being tagged on a lot of Facebook notifications. So please pardon this tag because I don't want to be a nuisance. I really don't. But I want to get the word out the best way that I can. Because I would hate for somebody to reach out to me on January 1st and say, oh, I missed the sale. Yes, you did. There's a whole new year. The 50% off sale is in the past. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to have to tell someone they cannot take advantage of the half price sale because it's over. So would you please help me spread the word? Would you please help me tell other people that this sale is ending and it would never happen again? And some people say never. I'm saying it would never happen again. I'm moving forward. I'm doing different things, and I'm not going to ever offer this sale again. Thank you so much for your time. Your support has allowed me to celebrate 1 year, almost 2 days shy of 1 year of doing this full time. From 2010 until December the 22nd, 2022. December the 22nd, 2022, I resigned from my position at Wells Fargo. From 2010 until that time, I had worked at Wells Fargo while operating this business on the side. But I decided God has blessed me. God has blessed me to be able to leave my Wells Fargo job and do this full time. And I'm so grateful. That's another reason why I want to share this with you. God is good to me, and I thank him for blessing me to be able to sit here today, 2 days shy of operating my own business full time with no regrets. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. Excuse me. Thank you for your support. I look forward to having the privilege of completing a Form 1023 application for recognition of exemption to help you earn 501c3 nonprofit status to do great work in your community. I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. My website is www.trustsusanwoods.com. Thank you and have a nice day.